Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
The Bulldogs are looking to get a big win and improve their playoff chances, while the Dragons are hoping to clinch at least a share of the region title. Warren hosts Meadville in the District 10 Region 5 volleyball matchup next on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Today's stream is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. Warren Tire Center, drive to the game. The Warren Tire Center makes sure you get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com.
And welcome into the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. And Tim, it's a little bit different looking out in the stands and on the court tonight. It's a pink out here.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and obviously everybody came prepared. The girls are wearing pink jerseys tonight, and many of the fans have pink on. So this is, I guess, a pink out.
It is indeed a pink out, and they're raising some money to help a local family in need. Miss Holly Yeager, she battles cancer. So, not just a showing symbolism here. They are raising some money to try to help out a local family as well. And maybe more importantly, though, there's a volleyball match going on here tonight. It's a big one in Region 5, District 10 play. Meadville comes in 4-4 overall, 4-4 in region play. Interesting approach to the schedule here for first-year Meadville head coach Justin Greco. Didn't schedule out of conference or out of region teams, but more tournaments. And just one of those things that some coaches like to play more tournaments as opposed to more dual matches, where we've seen, Warren's played some non-region teams, going to have another big one come up against Clarion next week. But they played Maplewood and Cathedral Prep earlier this year. So just one of those things that coaches do differently. But with Meadville 4-4, Warren comes in 10-0 and 8-0 in region play, has a chance to clinch at least a share of the region title, can clinch it outright with a win here tonight and another one on Thursday at Harbor Creek. But if you're the Bulldogs, you're the reigning District 10 champions, but you come in here you're kind of on the playoff bubble right now at 4-4. You need a couple of big wins to close out the season.
Yeah, and they're kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily depleted lineup, but they've lost some star players to graduation, which forces them to adjust and adapt. And the Dragons, 10-0, not a bad way to start the season off. So does pressure build in Warren's minds now because of that? Because I've heard sometimes it's good to get one loss out of the way and then you can relax.
I asked that question a couple years ago. Warren was in this position, and I asked a couple of the players that exact question, and it was kind of a mixed bag in the response. Some of them were like, "No, it's just we strive to be that undefeated team. We want to go unbeaten all season long." And some of the other ones were like, if we're gonna lose, obviously you'd rather it be in the regular season than in the postseason. But so I think it's just an individual thing. As far as the players are concerned, as to whether or not you want to have that additional pressure as you enter the postseason of having an undefeated season, or if you want to, and if you're going to drop one, like I said, Clarion comes in here next Monday. They're at Cochranton next Thursday, or Cochranton's here next Thursday. So, those are the kind of matches that you look at. Like, okay, if we're going to drop one of those, and it's probably not a big deal.
Well, I'm noticing what Coach Dolan does. I suspect that he doesn't mind having a little pressure for his girls because he lets them stay out there when things get rough, play their way through it a lot of the time, and he will only take a timeout if he feels it's absolutely necessary. And if that's the way he's approaching things, I would think that he probably doesn't mind having them 10-0 right now. It's like, hey, everybody's gunning for you. Let's see what you're capable of.
I've been around Mike long enough to know now that he doesn't like to lose no matter when it is. So I'm sure he would much rather be undefeated at all times instead of
absolutely
picking up a loss. With that, we're going to take a look at our Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry players to watch, find out what the Chamber Advantage is all about at wccbi.org. And I'll tell you right now which players are going to give their teams the advantage tonight. First, for Meadville, we're going to look at Gabby Ravel, one of the few holdovers from last year's District 10 championship team that was a major contributor. Gone are Emma Parks, gone are Elliott Schleicher, gone is Kendall Mealy. That was a lot of offense, a lot of defense, a lot of blocking at the net. This team ran through those players for most of last season. But Gabby Ravel was a big part of that as well, and I think the Bulldogs are going to need to lean on her if they're going to come in here and hand Warren their first loss tonight. For the Dragons, we're going to look at Bryn Norris as our player to watch. The Warren setter has done a phenomenal job in her first year stepping in for Lindsay Madigan, who was a great setter. I mean, we're starting to get it. Warren is becoming kind of a setter school. When you look at Lex Nyquist and Lindsay Madigan and now Bryn Norris. So Bryn Norris, Gabby Rell, our players to watch tonight.
Okay, thank you very much, Brian. Elwood National Forge first set. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming a part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
And so right now, public address announcer John Sittler is explaining the fundraiser that they are doing for this pink out here tonight. Again, it is for Warren native Holly Yeager, battling breast cancer. She had a biopsy on August 1st, was told she had cancer on the 15th, and then had a double mastectomy on October 2nd. Holly was unable to be here tonight, but her sister Amy and her children, Abby, a senior at Eisenhower, and Adam, a junior at Warren High School, are here. And all proceeds raised here tonight will go directly to Holly and her family to help with the expenses in that cancer battle. And as John's saying right now, they're thanking everybody here tonight. They had some basket raffles, some 50-50 stuff, and part of the proceeds tonight going to go to the Yeager family.
Well, we certainly wish her and her family the very best.
And now it's time for the national anthem being sung tonight by last year's Pink Out recipient, Christine Port.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rent the air, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
Wow.
Wow.
What a rendition that was.
I don't think you can say anything else other than wow.
Amazing. So it'll be the Dragons and the Bulldogs tonight here at Warren Area High School. And the announcements of the starting lineups are at hand.
And first for Meadville, number 11, Ella Gordon. Number 4, Ava Luteran.
Number 3, junior defensive specialist, Maya Lencioni.
Number 3, Maya Lencioni.
19, senior libero, Grace Bliss.
Number 19, Grace Bliss.
Number 2, senior defensive specialist, Haley Lasky.
And number 2, Haley Lasky.
27, senior opposite, Mia Reese.
Number 27, Mia Reese.
13, senior middle, Ramsey Jones.
Number 13, Ramsey Jones.
17, senior middle, Julia Miali.
Number 17, Julia Miali.
And number 8, senior outside.
And our WCCBI player to watch tonight, number 8, Gabby Revel. And the Dragons, speaking to my heart, playing a little Enter Sandman tonight for their starting lineup. The little Dragon comes out first.
I always think of Mariano Rivera when I hear this.
Starters for the Dragons, number 15, Haley Kabiska. Number 2, Peyton Johnson. Our WCCBI player to watch, number 13, Bryn Norris. Number 5, Brooke Sherry. Number 25, Addie Corey. Number 1, Lily Newton. And yes, they are throwing those hats and mini volleyballs into the crowd. Number 7, Lauren Fabick. Number 22, Malicia Sorensen. And number 12, Madeline Nozzle, your starters for the Dragons here tonight.
Well, we've got a really nice turnout here crowd-wise. The student section, well, they're all adored in pink. And
student section got the memo. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think they did. And we miss Wyatt. Wyatt, hope you're feeling all right. We hope you can get back and join us again soon. And good luck on Friday night against Oil City.
Absolutely. Wyatt Stern's unable to be with us tonight, so he was feeling a little under the weather. So make sure he gets some time to get healthy, and like you said, Tim, get himself ready to go for Friday night when the Dragons head down to Oil City for a little gridiron action.
It'll be cooler, but it's going to be dry. We got some rain today.
Yeah, some much-needed rain for sure.
All right, teams taking the floor as this, well, we talked about this, region games and non-region games as we go ahead. We got a couple non-region games next week coming up that will test the Dragons.
Oh, absolutely. Clarion's a perennial state title contender. Not quite on that level, I don't think, this year, but always going to be a tough challenge when the Bobcats are on the court. And then also Cochranton later on in the week. Cochranton, another one that's a perennial contender here in District 10, and should provide a tough challenge for the Dragons as they get ready for postseason play.
And tonight we're focused on regular season play. As, again, they cannot afford to overlook anybody because all these teams are capable. They've got good players. And despite the record sometimes, you'd be surprised at what kind of performance you see on the court.
And again, Warren with an opportunity to clinch at least a share of the Region 5 title here tonight. Dragons will start with a serve. It'll be Peyton Johnson. Johnson serves, and we're underway. And set there through the block is Julia Miali.
I see probably just as often the ball falls on the wrong side if you're Warren as it does on the right side when we block those.
And Grace Bliss serves it. Norris sets Addie Corey, tipped back, kept alive by Johnson, but unable to get under. That was Bryn Norris, and the Bulldogs have a quick 2-0 lead here. Joining Bliss on the floor, Haley Lasky, Maya Lencioni. As Norris sets Maddie Nozzle, who puts down the kill.
She reestablishes the Warren offense.
Ella Gordon, Ramsey Jones, and Gabby Revel on the floor for the Bulldogs. It'll be Addie Corey serving. Fabick, Johnson, Newton, Nozzle, and Norris out for the Dragons. Revel with her first attack. Down to get it is Corey. Norris sets Newton, blocked back, but she's able to recover. Johnson for Nozzle through the block.
That one went down the right way. It is. It's a 50-50, I think, right around that net. If you get the because they're both teams are doing the exact same thing.
Overpass, and Newton tries to put it down. The Bulldogs recover, and Gordon puts it over. Now Norris for Nozzle off the block. 3 points for the Dragons, 3 kills for Madeline Nozzle. Had a rare game where she was in single-digit kills the last time we were here when they took on Fort LaBeouf, and trying to make sure that doesn't happen again here tonight.
Well,
blocked at the net by Newton.
I think her teammates helped pick up the slack a little bit last time.
Fabic with the overpass. Revel going to try again, right at Addie Corey. Norris, Nozzle, saved there by Bliss, and Meadville puts over a free. Norris for Nozzle again. This time she overswings.
Yeah, that was not touched by any Meadville player on its way. Just a little, that kind of got away from her, I guess.
Yeah. Ella Gordon back to serve. Norris sets Nozzle. Able to recover that one was Mia Reese. And the Bulldogs retake the lead.
That dropped in by about an inch.
Yeah. Norris will set Newton this time, and Newton with a kill.
Exploited the open spot and nailed it.
Newton's got some power in that swing, obviously, but her game really seems to be just finding the misdirection. As Norris serves that one into the net.
Good court vision to do that.
Revel will serve. Norris sets Newton again, and Newton puts it down. A couple of kills early for Lily Newton tonight. As Haley Kabiska comes in. And Nozzle will serve. Bliss over to Luteran. Block Rebels attack, blocked back by Newton, but Luteran will put it over. Norris to Kabiska. Big swing by Haley Kabiska.
Yeah, I like her game. She's she rarely makes mistakes for as young as she is.
Yeah.
And she'll come up with big plays like that one.
And Nozzle serves that one out of play. Jones serves. Norris sets for Kabiska. Didn't get enough on that one, but
it was enough to get over that net.
Well, yeah, I shouldn't say she didn't get enough. Didn't get all she wanted on it, but got enough to put that one down.
Well, and I don't think any of the Meadville players anticipated the ball dropping where it did either.
And Rebel unable to handle that serve by Sorensen. Now Warren out to an 8-6 lead with National Forge first set. Luteran on the attack. Nozzle dives, but it goes out of play.
That was close. They wisely let it go.
Lencioni back to serve for the Bulldogs. Norris, a little back serve to Brooke Sherry. Bliss is there. Luderin blocked back by
Oh,
Corey.
Wow. That was powerful.
Well, and then I think Addie Corey almost fell down on the celebration. Kabiska had to hold her hand a little bit to keep her from taking a tumble.
I would like to think it was just the force with which she dealt that, but we know that's not the case.
Luderin, as Corey gets a piece of it. Norris sets for Kabiska. It's a little bit behind, but that hit the net.
Malaysia Sorensen tried to save it. It ended up hitting Corey in the face.
A little bit of a rough going there for Addie Corey to start this set. Luderin back to serve. And Nozzle will give it over to Kabiska. Just puts it over, found an empty spot. Luderin unable to get there. And Meadville fans certainly familiar with that last name. It's Lucas Luderin, a big-time basketball player for the Bulldogs the last few years. This is Ava Luderin on the court for the volleyball team. A little overpass goes over the net. Norris to Corey. Put all she had behind that one.
She wanted to get even with that ball for hitting her in the face. And she did.
3-point lead for the Dragons. Elwood National Forge first set. Kabiska serves. And Revel puts it over. Norris for Nozzle, and Nozzle goes down the line. Kabiska with the serve. And able to save that was Haley Lasky to help Meadville put over the free, but now Norris to Nozzle off the block, and Bliss able to control. Gordon gives it over to Revel, a little joust at the net. Revel gets it over. Norris for Nozzle again. Off the block. Gordon going to try Revel one more time. Big swing, block back, but out of play.
Yeah, Norris and Corey both went up, and
yeah,
they rose with a nice blockade, but it went out.
Bliss back at the service line. Norris sets it over for Nozzle. Took a little off that time, but Ramsey Jones was able to get a finger on it, and then Jones puts it over the net. Norris for Corey goes out of play. Short serve by Bliss. Johnson had to dive to go get that, and it rolls the net off the block. Meadville able to recover. Rebel with a big swing. Corey blocks it back, but again, the Bulldogs there. And overpass somehow stays alive. Norris to Nozzle, not staying alive that time. That is a kill from Maddie Nozzle.
What a play by Peyton Johnson to save that and keep the volley alive, too. She had to dive and get that. She barely got it, but it was enough.
Yeah. 13-10, Warren leads. Elwood National Forge first set. Addie Corey on the serve. Gordon for Revel. Fabic went right in front of Corey, and then Norris had to dive for it. Was unable to get under it.
She was directly under the net.
Yeah. I don't know if Fabic just didn't see Corey there or what, but Addie Corey was ready to receive that. Gordon on the serve. Johnson sets it for Nozzle. Bliss digs it out. Revel puts it over, tipped. Norris, Nozzle going to try again, and this time she puts it through.
(14 to 11). Dragons up by 3 points right now in the first set.
They had a 4-point lead briefly there for a second, and then, but it's been a tight set throughout. Norris for Sherry, off the block, down to get it is Revel, and the Bulldogs put it over. Norris sets over for Nozzle, down the line, and tucks it in the corner. Yeah.
Measured in the corner, and they have to know, I'm sure you get a feel for how hard to hit it when you're doing that.
Norris serving. Gordon on the back set for Reese. This time it's Jones with a big swing.
Spotted the open area. There were no Dragons within 4 or 5 feet of that.
Now we'll send Revel back to the line. Norris sets Newton off the net and down.
Newton's had herself a nice first set. Elwood National Forge first set.
That's right. Take a second to let you know tonight's match also being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic, medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment. And Gordon tried to set it over for Luderin, but a little too far out in front. As Warren now with its biggest lead of the match, going to lead to a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Ross Becker. That's Ross Becker. And, right after I said, it's been a tight set throughout. Nobody's led by more than a couple, and all. Suddenly now Warren's got a 5-point lead.
Yeah, they're starting to come on across the front line, especially. I noticed that we have been able to place the kill shots and get points that way. And Nozzle's always good with spiking the ball. It seems like tonight she's bringing a little extra on some of those.
The Dragons have broken their huddle already. Now the Bulldogs still talking over a couple of things. Nozzle is serving for the Dragons. And the serve goes long, so the timeout pays off for the Bulldogs. It's amazing how often that happens. You take a timeout and everything's going the other team's way, and then they come in and it's a serve into the net. Off the net and diving is Kabiska. Newton puts it over. Gordon for Revel. Down to get it is Norris. Nozzle sets this time for Sherry off the block. Revel dives. Reese over the net. Kabiska goes over the block, but Revel's right there. Gordon. Through the block was Julia Miale.
Sometimes I think it's just simply a matter of timing. And if you have momentum, it doesn't take much sometimes to take it away.
So 2 straight points for Meadville out of the Ross Becker Insurance timeout. They've made it a 3-point set. And Kabiska had to go down to get that one, and it stays over on the sideline here. And Norris was unable to recover. And Meadville has closed to within 2. Norris to Newton. Had to back up a little bit. Couldn't put much on that. And Reese tried to take advantage, but Kabiska and Newton were there.
I don't think she anticipated that their timing would be so good, because it was almost like she was expecting it to just drop.
Well, she needed to put just a little bit more arc on that ball to get it over the block as Sorensen serves. Gordon sets Miale. Norris goes over the line.
They're going to award a point to Meadville, apparently.
Norris stepped over the center court line. When she jumped to set that. And when she came down, her whole leg was over the logo. And that is one thing. And, obviously she's still getting settled in, but that's the one area where, if you're Mike Dolan, you're looking for ways to improve. Hey, you gotta be more cognizant of where that foot's coming down on the set. So nice cross court attack there by Brooke Sherry.
Well, because this is literally quite a game of inches.
Yeah.
And, you're 1 inch either side of that line. It can make a big difference.
Warren back up by 3. Addie Ristaw in to serve. And Gordon pokes it over, and Kabiska's able to get a hand on it. Gordon for Lutheran. Norris, back row to Nozzle, right at Bliss, who's able to dig it out. Revel on the return goes long. And the look on Nozzle's face when she turned around, that you knew that was I hope I made the right call on letting that thing go.
Yep, that was relief.
Ristaw serves again. Gordon able to save it, and Miale puts it over, but out of play, and now Warren's regained the 5-point advantage on with National Forge first set. And Gordon a little in front of Miale, was able to recover, and Kabiska puts over a free ball. Gordon going to try Miale again, right into the block of Kabiska, but somehow the Bulldogs recover. Norris going to try Kabiska, and she puts it down.
22-16. And the Bulldogs are putting up quite a fight tonight.
And it's another Ross Becker Insurance timeout. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back. More high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Out of that Rossbecker Insurance timeout, teamrossbecker.com. 22-16, Warren leads out with National Forge first set. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Dragons have the serve. It's Addison Ristaw. High arcing serve that time, but Bulldogs able to recover, and Lutheran puts a big swing on it for the kill.
Sorensen did her best to try to keep it in play, but there was too much velocity on that shot.
And after the kill, Lutheran will go back to serve. Norris sets Corey, blocked back. Norris keeps it alive, and Kabiska will put it over. Gordon now for Miale through the block and down.
And they say Warren touched it last, I think.
Well, yeah. So it hit the block and it landed on the Warren side of the court. So it was definitely off the block and out of play. Point for Meadville as Lutheran serves. Norris sets for Kabiska. She puts it off the block. Yeah, Warren now 2 points away from closing out the Elwood National Forge first set, 23-18, as Peyton Johnson will go back to serve. And Revel will put over a free ball. Norris to Corey, big swing, and a big kill for Addie Corey gives Warren set point.
We've had more balls going up into the stands tonight, it seems, in the JV contest than this one.
Well, we had one of the JV players nearly took out the cash boxes from the ticket taker at the door. Johnson serves it. Gordon to Revel. Block back. Meadville keeps it alive. And Gordon puts over a free ball. Norris to Corey. Block back. And Meadville keeps the set alive. I think that was Miale on the block. She'll come out as Jones checks back in. Bliss will serve. Norris going to give it over to Nozzle from the back row. And Corey unable to put down the Lasky overpass.
I think she gave that just a little bit too much time.
That had too much time to think about how hard she was going to hit
Yeah.
it, maybe. Bliss serves again. Norris for Nozzle. Too far.
The lead is now 3.
Bristow gets it over to Norris. Going to try Nozzle again. Gordon for Jones goes too far out of play. And Warren takes the first set 25-21. We'll be back with set number 2. It's high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
And it's time for the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. Companies within the Verischetti Holdings group include Phoenix Centered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti and Son Incorporated. Find out more at verischettiholdings.com.
And Warren wins set number 125-21. We're less than a minute away from the start of the Verischetti Holdings second set. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. It is a pink out here tonight in Warren, and raising money for Holly Yeager, a local woman battling breast cancer. And want to send our best wishes to Holly and her family as they go through this battle, and hope that I don't know, maybe she can come back like Christine did from last year, nice? and just belt out the national anthem. My goodness, was that phenomenal!
Oh, that was tremendous! Wow.
And so the teams break their huddles. We'll see who's going to start the second set for each team. And will be Meadville with the serve to start. And let's see, it's Sorensen, Nozzle, Norris, Sherry, Kabiska, and Corey on the floor to start for the Dragons. Let's see, Revel, Gordon, Miale, Lencioni, Lutheran, and Bliss for the Bulldogs. Lutheran serves. Norris for Kabiska. A little tap there. Gordon sets Revel. Norris going to try Kabiska again. This time she swings big. Overpass by Lutheran. Norris for Corey this time off the block. And Warren takes the first point.
I have a feeling this Meadville team is coming in here with a nothing to lose attitude.
Oh, yeah. Brooke Sherry serves. Gordon to Revel. Tipped back to Sorensen. Norris back row nozzle attack into the net. And were he here, Wyatt would be disappointed. The net is not making a strong case to earn the player of the game tonight.
The only thing it's done is give the ball a ride down the length of it, I guess. Other than that, no, it has not played a major role.
Norris a little too far in front for Corey.
You don't usually see that happen. Maybe a little miscommunication on that play.
Bliss with a low serve. Norris going to try Kabiska this time. Off the block, and back there was Lasky, and it just misplayed it a little bit.
And then it took a funny spin off of her arm, and when it does that, oftentimes you're not going to be able to get it to go where you want it.
Kabiska serves. Bliss gets it back to Lasky, and Revel will put over a free. Norris to Nozzle is blocked back by Jones. Nozzle going to try again. Tried to go cross court and put too much of an angle on it. Kept it on the Warren side.
On our side, yeah. The idea was good. She just shot it a little too far to the right, and it dropped on the Warren side.
So now Ella Gordon serving for the Bulldogs. Diving to get that one was Sorensen, and Nozzle.
Oh, she took a lot off that one. I think she went up like she was going to spike it.
And I think that would have been a point for Warren either way. There was a collision here right at the net with Nozzle, and I think that was Gordon going up for the block. Definitely crossed over, but either way, it's 3-3, and Revel puts over a free ball. Norris sets Newton, little tip there. Lasky down to get it. And Revel puts it off the block and down to give Meadville the 4-3 lead. Varasketti holding second set.
Now substitution, and they got that one in there correctly.
Yeah. Revel serves. Norris to Nozzle, goes around the block. And that time it went where she wanted it to.
2 out of the last 3. She's taken a little bit off of it, but it's more accurate. But I'm sure we'll see the howitzer come back pretty soon.
Bryn Norris back to serve. And puts that one in the net. And I see I've got a little list here that tells me who all's watching on Facebook. I see Alyssa Arrett is among them, and recently crowned the Warren homecoming.
Congratulations to her! Yeah,
had a nice golf season as well. Did Alyssa? Lutheran puts over the attack. Norris to Nozzle, blocked back, but Nozzle able to get it. Norris gets it over to Newton, pushes it. And Jones was there. Gordon for Miale. Big swing. Newton with the block.
Newton and Sherry both went up there, and Newton got the bulk of that one. Yeah, I remember when I was growing up, the only volleyball I ever knew was, like at Chapman Dam or the beach,
right.
and it was like jarts and volleyball.
Yep.
This is a lot more serious.
Lutheran will just put it over for Meadville. Norris for Kabiska. Big swing by Haley Kabiska.
Got it in where it had to be.
Well. Nozzle serves now. Warren leading 6-5. Varasketti holding second set. Dragons lead the match 1-0, and that's Nozzle serves that one out of play.
She's had a couple of get away from her that, they just kind of take off.
Lencioni in to serve for Meadville. Norris will back set for Sherry. And Lencioni was there and puts over the free ball. Great hustle by Lencioni and Gordon. Newton with a big swing, blocked back by Miale. This time it's Kabiska, and she gets it in front of a diving Lasky.
She has had a nice evening so far.
Sorensen on to serve. Gordon sets Miale a little behind her. She had to readjust. Still got a good swing on it. Norris for Kabiska off the block. Revel able to control it. Bliss for Luteran with a little tip right in front of a diving Sorensen.
You talk about the perfect touch that was there right on that shot.
Well, Luteran had to kind of recover mid-swing on that too, just to get a piece of that.
Yeah, good athleticism on her part to be able to adjust her body.
And then she serves with the second set tied at 7. Norris for Brooke Sherry off the block. Another kill for Brooke Sherry. A couple of them here in this second set. And she will come out as Peyton Kabiska comes on to serve. And Peyton Wilderson on for Bryn Norris. Gordon sets it for Revel. Peyton Kabiska over to Wilderson. Down the line. Did it go behind the pin? Yes, it did. It went behind the post. So
I thought she had that.
Well, it was a good idea. It landed inbounds, but it went on our side of the near post.
As it crossed over. I see what you mean. Yeah, it has to be within the two, what do they call them, antenna?
Yep. Peyton Kabiska to Haley Kabiska. Diving was Lasky. Now Revel on the attack, and Sorensen can't get to it. Meadville retakes the lead.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a 50-50. Is it going in or is it going out?
Yeah.
You made the choice to go after it, which I don't think was a bad choice.
So Peyton Kabiska to Walterson, a little tip, and Meadville right there. Jones tried to get it behind Peyton Kabiska, but she keeps it in play. And Nozzle with the swing and the kill from the back row.
She could do that from any spot on the floor, I think, and get points from those.
Peyton Johnson in for Haley Kabiska. So now we've got Peyton on the floor for the Dragons.
And if they painted a picture, they'd be painting.
Well, Kabiska to Corey. Put it, I think, off the net and through the block.
Almost went through a couple players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was she had some oomph on that, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Tim, but I don't know that I'd want to put my body in front of some of these balls.
No, I would be definitely afraid of taking a, shot to the face or something, and that would be the end of my volleyball career.
Sorensen for Watterson off. Down to get it is Lasky. Gordon keeps it alive, and Revel will put it over. Good hustle play there by the Bulldogs. Nozzle on the attack and puts it right down the line.
Yep, about 3-4 inches from the tape, and perfect shot.
Johnson serves. Warren leads 11-9. Veriskety holding second set. Bliss. Gordon gets it to Jones. Nozzle takes something off, and Lasky gets there, and Bliss could not recover.
I'm going to credit Peyton Watterson with saving that whole volley. She doesn't make, that adjustment. We don't have a point.
Jones for Revel. Revel puts it down the line and tucks it in the back corner. Great shot there by Gabby Revel.
Yeah, she just got that in. But that's all you need to do.
Yeah. Reese steps on for Lencioni. And Gordon will serve. Kubiska sets Julia Gettner. Block back. Dragons recover, put it over. Bliss over to Revel off the block. Sorensen with the pass to Kubiska. Going to try Gettner again, and Gettner just misfired on the swing.
Yeah, I don't think she was square up to the net. And
and the timing was off on the jump and the swing. And
Sorensen, nice job to save that ball and keep that going.
Bulldogs back within a point as Gordon serves that one into the net. Newton back on as Gettner will serve. Gordon sets it for Jones. Kubiska's there, but it goes out of play. And Lutheran back on the floor for the Bulldogs. Revel will serve. Kubiska sets Nozzle. Goes cross court and finds the empty space. And it is interesting, Tim, you mentioned a couple of times that she's taken some off on some of her swings. And in the first set, it was all power. And it seems like in this set, it's all been misdirection and changing of speed. So.
Well, and I think, we mentioned the playoffs looming down the road here. And maybe some of this is she wants to try to see if she can work some of that in and get used to doing it.
Lutheran on the attack. Sorensen digs it out to Norris for Nozzle, and that one had some move on it. Bliss tried to dig it out. It goes right to the up official.
He made a nice catch.
Yeah.
And he's the only one that's allowed to do that.
Yeah. Well, anybody can do it. They're just going to cost their team a point.
Right. His team does not get penalized.
Lutheran puts it over. Johnson for Nozzle. Gordon comes in. Bliss gets it to Revel. And just past Sorensen.
Another one where it was difficult to tell, would that have been in or out? I don't know. And you have a minuscule amount of time.
Fraction of a second.
Yeah, to make a decision. So
Jones serves it for Meadville. Norris sets Sherry. Gordon dives and puts it over the net. And Sherry and Norris kind of got tangled up there.
I think Sherry was facing away from the ball and didn't really know exactly where it was. And through she didn't intentionally do that.
Set a nice screen there, boxed out Norris pretty.
Yeah, she did, inadvertently.
If War basketball coach Jenny Phillips is watching, might want to
sign her up. Yeah,
do some box out drills for you as they Dragons put that one down the line. And we take the 2-point advantage.
I've seen that happen in every sport, though. The ball goes up in the air and the player has no inkling of exactly where it's at, and they almost always turn the wrong way.
Gordon for Miale off the block.
Meadville coming back.
Reminder
1 point.
that your view of the court tonight is brought to you by Venango County, where there's always something to see and do. Visit them online, venangocountypas.gov. And tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com. Liliana Dietz on to serve as Newton puts down a kill. Continues the nice game that she's had so far here tonight.
Oh, she has had a really good game. And I think Bliss on that one was not expecting that to be hit as hard as it was.
Newton will take a seat as Gettner comes back in. Sorensen serves. Lutheran down to get it, but Revel and Gordon both diving for it and both put on the brakes to make sure they
didn't want to knock heads, I think, which was wise.
Meadville is going to take a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's Ross Becker.
And we certainly thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to bring you tonight's volleyball action here on YDL. He's probably saying, just make sure you get through this and don't blow the lead. I have no idea what he's saying to his troops when he calls them over. I can imagine in other sports that I've seen a lot more of what they say, and sometimes it's not all too pleasant to hear, but we have such a variety of people who can score points easily that it's almost never an issue when we're out on the floor.
And Sorensen serves up an ace, and amazingly enough, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first ace of the match, and it comes here at 19-15 of the Veriskety holding second set.
You know what? You're right, Brian. I don't think we had one before this.
Norris will get that to Nozzle, and Nozzle will put down the kill.
That was another long-distance slam that she made. So, yeah, maybe she's testing out, some different moves for tonight.
Well, sinking serve, and Meadville able to recover, but Lutheran puts that one just a bit too long. And Sorensen put that one into the net. Lutheran back to serve. Dogs trail by 5, 21-16. Norris to Kabiska. Block back. Gettner keeps it alive, and Kabiska puts it over. Gordon for Miale. Hit that one after she came back down, and Kabiska puts it through the block. Not really sure what the strategy or thought process was there for Miale, but she went up looking like she was going to put a big swing on it and then said, nah.
Yeah, maybe she didn't feel comfortable at the last second. I don't know. But Kabiska's had a really nice night.
Yeah, Rista into serve. Gordon sends that over to Revel. Norris for Kabiska. Block back, and Norris puts it over. A little off balance. Revel on the attack. Nozzles there. Kabiska with a little bump. Gordon for Miale. This time puts a big swing.
Oh, wow.
Gettner and Kabiska.
Yeah, the ball comes back at you faster than it left your hand sometimes, and that was a nice block by both of them.
Rista serves. Gordon will set Revel. Tipped. Sorensen over to Kabiska. Gordon for Revel again. Goes long, and it is set point for the Dragons. Gordon for Revel. Norris for Gettner. Gets it in, and that is a second set victory for Warren, 25-16. Dragons now lead the match 2-0. We'll be back with third set action. High school volleyball and your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
You know, it seems, Brian, tonight that the Dragons have had a pattern where they kind of play even for a bit, then they pull ahead, then Meadville makes a run, and then in the end, we kind of pull away from them. And that's what we did right there in that set. So there's kind of a pattern established here, and I'm sure the Dragons want to make a short night of it.
Lead the match 2-0 after a 25-16 victory in the second set. Our third set tonight is brought to you by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg, where you come for the food, stay for the view. Check out their new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why, AlleghenyGrill.com. You got to get down there to Foxburg, Tim. I'm telling you, the food,
the food and the view both,
food
right?
And the view. That's right.
Yeah, it's sounds like quite a place.
And a reminder, our view of the court tonight is brought to you by Venango County, where there's always something to see and do. Visit them online, venangocountypas.gov.
And this is a time to get out and go see Venango, Warren, all the counties, because the leaves are starting to get to their peak.
Our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering our home, empowering our community. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you in the AGI Industries Storage Containers broadcast booth. AGI Industries, your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. And Redville puts that attack into the net. And, you know, I said that Wyatt would be disappointed, and then the net started making its plays tonight.
Yep. Well, maybe he's watching from home.
Yeah. Willing it from home, cheering for the net as Johnson serves that one long.
She was introduced as a defensive specialist.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of years ago in 1900 dirt when I was in high school. We would have some defensive specialists on the team. Whoa!
Bliss tried to dig out that nozzle attack, and it dug it right into Lasky's face.
She's all right. But anyway,
laughing about it.
But I remember John Bonavita ahead of me and Tom Bonavita both were defensive specialists. They didn't play offense at all, but they were a heck of a good linebacking duo. John the elder and Tom 2 years ahead of me.
Rebel sends that one out of play, and John, a heck of a coach as well, did some some great things in his time, especially as a head coach out at Sheffield. You had a chance to coach under John for a year, and that was an interesting experience, to say the least.
I would say one word: intense.
Yes.
To describe him.
But can go from the most intense person you've ever seen is Norris sets nozzle and Lasky puts it in the rafters. But the next minute, he'd be dancing along as the marching band's practicing and having a good time. So,
yeah, he had a lot of energy, that's for sure. And when he was the best tackler I think I've ever seen, though, as a kid growing up. I mean, perfect form. He would wrap people up, hit, lift, and drive. And heck of a ball player.
And he is absolutely missed here in Warren County. Bliss with the dig, and again from her knees, dug that one.
Actually, all three
Yeah.
brothers played. Jimmy Bonavita was 3 years after me in school, and he was a good linebacker for Toby Shea.
So how about Grace Bliss on that point? Gets the diving dig, and then Newton tried to hammer one back, and Bliss from her knees dug it out again.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of the hardwood.
No. And Gordon serves it into the net. You're welcome, Wyatt. Gordon sets Rebel. And kick the save by Newton. What a save. And she's laughing as the point goes on.
Are you allowed to kick it?
Yes, you absolutely are allowed to use your
I
feet.
never even thought of that. And I saw it. I'm like, why didn't they whistle it dead?
No, you can use your feet to keep it alive. But
So it's like soccer?
Yeah. Meadville able to recover there and get the point. It's 5-3 Warren, Allegheny Grill third set. And Norris to Sherry, goes down the line but out of play.
Not time to panic yet.
Well, and the funny thing was when Newton stuck her foot out and kept the play alive, she had to stop herself from kind of giggling about it as the play was going on. And
that was a catch and throw.
Well, it was the set was a little bit behind her.
It's like
Yeah,
center fielder or something,
5-5 as Rebel serves. And Rebel serves up an ace. Rare miscue on the serve receive there from Nozzle.
Yeah, Maddie usually doesn't lose control of the ball like that. It just hit her funny and it went the wrong direction.
And Norris will get it to Sorensen from the back row. Gordon for Lutheran, and Gordon's going to get called for a carry on the set. And Meadville not happy with that call.
No, and I can understand why. It was pretty close. I'm not sure whether that was really a carry or not, but we're tied at 6 right now.
Larson on to serve it for the Dragons. Haley Kabiska, Brooke Sherry, Lily Newton, Bryn Norris, Milicia Sorensen on the floor with her. Gordon, Reese, Jones, Bliss. Jones dives to keep that alive. And this time Reese put it up, but well out of play.
Sherry with a little velocity on that spike.
Yeah. And Ramsey Jones is grabbing at her ankle a little bit, and the down official is well known to talk about Venango County. That's former Oil City Athletic Director Tim Levan, and as Lutheran puts that through the block and down, and well known up here in Warren County, though, as the husband of Warren Hall of Fame girls basketball coach Lisa Levan.
Yes. And Tim, I believe, is the supervisor or head of the officials in that area, his chapter.
Jones with the service error. Blocked on Miale there. Lutheran with the attack and ties up Watterson.
Ties up the score.
Yeah. And I think Gordon might have got away with one there. It looked like her foot was a bit over the line, but as her and I believe it was Miale got kind of tangled at the net. Either way, it's 8-8. And Lencioni serves. Norris for Kabiska. Big overswing that time by Kabiska.
If you are at the line, at the net, and your foot is not in or over the line, you're still okay, right? What about if your arm reaches over the top of the net?
As long as you don't touch the net.
Okay, so you can be technically over the line with your hand.
Yeah. Gordon to Miale, blocked back by Kabiska and Corey, and Lutheran tried to keep it in play.
That time the net got her, and
Yeah.
Wyatt Stearns is clapping at that net play. Because, that was I was wondering about, it's almost like the plane of the goal line type of thing.
Gordon for Miale. Gordon gonna.
Oh,
I'm not sure if Gordon thought Miale was still in front of her, but Miale had circled back.
yeah, she set her up,
Yeah,
but I don't think.
Miale had left her position there and came around behind Gordon, and I just don't think Gordon realized it.
No, they were not together on that one.
10-9, Warren leads Allegheny Grill third set. Addison Ristaw on the serve. Miale has just pushed that one over. Norris for Corey through the block and down for a kill.
Eddie let him have it that time.
I'll tell you, Addison Ristaw's come on and done some nice serving for Warren tonight.
Yes, she has. That one
And it
almost
serves up an ace.
Served a point. Yep. Herb, I noticed that the ball is kind of like a knuckler when she lets it go, and it drops.
And that's going to be a Ross Becker Insurance timeout taken by the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them. This is high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Welcome back to high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano with you here from Warren Area High Schools. The Dragons are looking to complete a sweep of Meadville, clinch a share of the Region 5 title. Bulldogs trying to get themselves off the playoff bubble and squarely into the District 10 tournament. Got some work to do, trailing 12-9 Allegheny Grill third set. Lutheran. And somehow Warren kept that alive, and I think they got away with 4 hits there, but it doesn't matter. As the kids say, ball don't lie. Meadville gets the point.
Yeah, they look like that one was done a lot earlier than it was.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I don't think either official saw Corey touch the ball, and that was what Meadville bench was kind of screaming about there. As Lutheran serves. Norris for Kabiska goes into the net. And so again, a well-timed Ross Becker Insurance timeout for Meadville. They get a couple of points out of it. Lutheran with a chance to tie the set into the net.
That's the kind of thing that really upsets the flow when you make a couple of good plays, you get some points, and then the serve goes into the net like that.
Haley Kabiska back to the service line. A little overpass there. Norris to Corey.
Oh, boy.
Ends up being a wise decision there. It looked like Corey was initially going to try to put the ball over, passed it to Norris, who I don't think was ready for it. Norris able to set Corey, and Corey hammers home the kill to make it 14-11.
Yeah, Norris was fading backward as she set her up. That was a nice placement of the ball by Norris.
And Kabiska
just out.
Serves out of play.
I'm still amazed at how that ball will drop so fast depending on how it's getting served.
Bliss at the line for the Bulldogs. And just out of Corey's reach. And again, Meadville a point away from tying the third set. Orson on the attack. Gordon to Revel. Too long. (15-13). Warren leading Allegheny Grill third set. Addie Corey serves. Jones on the attack, and they're going to call a carry on Norris.
Yep, she hit it twice. I think she was a little surprised that the ball ended up,
Well, it kind of fell right into her breadbasket there, and the way she lifted out, they actually called it a carry, and
it's
like just not much you can do when the ball hits you right there.
Right.
And Norris tried to tip that over the net. A good idea, just didn't have the angle on it. And Meadville has tied it at 15.
And I don't think she really knew exactly where the net was, relative to where she was.
Well, again, talked about that, kind of line of succession of great setters that Warren has had here. That was something Lindsay Madigan just excelled at, was just putting that little tip over the net when the other team wasn't expecting it.
Yes, I've heard.
And Newton tried to go cross court, went a little too long, and Meadville has taken the lead here at the halfway point of the Allegheny Grill third set.
They tell me Lindsay was quite the player.
Yeah. Well, and again, it comes right naturally as Katie was a phenomenal player as well. And an even better diver.
I was going to say, she was the star on the swim team.
Rista will put it over. Revel on the attack. Sorensen's right there. Norris for Nozzle. Blocked back by Jones, but Gettner keeps it alive. Nozzle going to try again. Bliss down to get it. Lasky keeps it alive, and Revel sends over the free. Norris for Gettner. Goes deep, and Gordon gets a hand on it, but cannot keep it in play.
Hard-fought point, long volley. That can be a momentum swing right there. I'll tell you what, Nozzle's going to take somebody's limb off with some of those shots.
Gordon to Jones, somehow gets it over, and then Revel puts it down.
Did she touch the net?
Not sure what I did. Just happened to look down. I didn't see if there was an indication there by the official.
No, they didn't indicate. I just wondered if, as I watched it, it looked kind of like to me that maybe it did. And Meadville's got a 1-point lead now.
Revel serves. Johnson to Gettner. Luderin had to dive to keep that one alive, and Bliss will put it over. Norris for Sherry. Right at Bliss. Gordon sets Luderin. Norris going to try Gettner again. And again, that was Revel and Bliss kind of coming together. Neither called the other one off.
Little unusual shot by Gettner. She was to the side and, just kind of twisted over and got the point.
It's tied at 17. And it is Nozzle to serve. Gordon had to go down and get that one. Luderin goes cross court. Nozzle for Kabiska. And now Meadville with a chance. Jones. And get it to Norris now. Sorensen sets Sherry, tips it. Meadville keeps it alive. Sorensen dives and Norris can't recover.
What a play by Sorensen to just keep that ball in, but it wasn't quite enough, and Meadville gets that point.
And a great effort by both teams there to just keep that point alive. Eventually, Meadville comes away with it. Goes back up by 1. Norris for Kabiska. And we've got a whistle as a Meadville player was in the net.
I was with the ball, so I didn't actually see what happened.
I think it was Miale who they called for being in the net. Gordon to Miale. Norris sends it back to Sorensen, and Sherry will just put over a free ball. Gordon for Miale again. Big swing. Sorensen dives. Gettner puts it over. Down to get it is Revel. Luteran sends it over. Norris for Corey. Finishes the point.
Heck of a volley there, too.
Yeah.
That's it. Fans are getting their money's worth tonight. Another nice job by Sorensen to keep the ball going.
And now it is Warren with the 1-point lead. Revel over to Luteran. Put it back to the back line and just kept it in play. Heady play there by Ava Luteran. Realized all the Dragon defenders had come up and just put it right behind them. Norris to Sherry, a little tip, but Gordon is right there. Bliss over to Luteran. Norris back row nozzle into the net.
She's a little mad at herself. That
Yeah.
trajectory is a little low.
Dietz serves. Kabiska has to go down to keep it alive, and Corey gets it over the net. Gordon for Luteran. And she puts down the kill, and Meadville has a 2-point lead. Allegheny Girl third set. Bulldogs trying to send this one to a fourth. And Dietz serves up an ace.
Dragons weren't quite ready for that one.
Yeah, Mike Dolan's going to take the Ross Becker insurance timeout, and the Meadville bench is real excited after this run to take a 3-point lead. And Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations at Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Ross Becker. That's Ross Becker. And, you know, the excitement, I don't know if you saw it, Tim, as they were coming on the floor, and, you know, it was Dietz and it looks like Olivia Hartle right there. We're just kind of, hey, yeah, let's go. We got something going here. And it's Dietz has been on the serve for it. And those serves have kind of tied up the Dragons the last couple of serves.
Yeah, you talk about the momentum,
Yeah.
Brian. It's with Meadville right now.
And now we've seen a well-timed timeout has paid dividends for Meadville a couple of times. We'll see now if the Dragons can take advantage after taking their first Ross Becker Insurance timeout, and it does as Dietz sends it well out of play. And now Addison Ristaw will come on to serve.
And we already have talked about her serving tonight is very good.
And Bliss with the pass down to get it as Gordon keeps it alive. Corey off the block. Dietz got a hand on it, but couldn't get it to a teammate.
You know, I think Maddie Nozzle's been a little upset with herself for the last set or so. Watch her come up and make a play here.
Gordon sets Miale. Little tip, and Nozzle had to change course. Got a hand on it, but pushed it out of play, and Meadville back in front by 2. 2 points away from sending this to a fourth set are the Bulldogs. Luteran serves. Norris, Kabiska off the block, down to get it is Luteran, and Dietz and Gordon miscommunicate. Miale gets it over, but it's out of play. And that was a wasted opportunity there for Meadville. They had a solid play made, and then a little miscommunication cost them a point. And it could be a big one the way this match has gone so far.
Yep.
So now it is Johnson on to serve. A little sinker, but Dietz is able to get to it. Gordon gets it to Revel. Blocked back by Corey and Norris. And we're tied at 23.
They were not, I don't think Meadville was expecting that to reverse course like that.
And now it's Meadville again on the Ross Becker Insurance timeout. We're going to step aside with them. This is high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Welcome back to Warren Area High School. It is 23-all in the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg third set. Warren leads the match 2-0. Bulldogs fighting desperately to send this one to a fourth, Tim.
That they are, Brian. They're playing hard. Dragons have to maintain their cool and composure, and there's a nice serve by Johnson.
And now Warren has match point.
24-23. Dragons have the lead for the first time in a while.
Big Johnson serving to put this one away. Ties up Dietz. It's going to be an ace. And Warren completes the sweep with a 25-23 victory in the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg third set. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with the Icy Inc. post-game show and player of the game, high school volleyball, on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
Welcome into the Icy Inc. post-game show. Your final here from Warren. The Dragons sweep visiting Meadville 25-21, 25-16, 25-23. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, visit Icy Inc. at icyinc.com. That's ICYYinc.com, or give them a call, 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. And this young lady to my left was cool all night long, our Icy Inc. player of the game, Warren's Lily Newton. And Lily, the first couple of sets, it seemed like, back and forth early on, and then you would pull away there near the end, And then that third set was a battle all the way through. Obviously this is a team that you guys have gone to battle with a lot over the last couple of years. So was it at all surprising to see them kind of put up that kind of fight late in the third?
Honestly, it wasn't that surprising. The last time we played them away, they beat us in the second set, I believe, and we went to 4 games. But we did pull through at the end in that game and this game too. So I'm really proud of my team for that.
So one of the moments that Tim and I were kind of highlighting here is that play when you stuck your foot out and made the save. And Tim's just kind of flabbergasted, like, wait, you can do that?
Oh, yeah.
But I noticed as you turned toward the net, you were seemed like you were trying to compose yourself for, laughing and smiling. Is it hard when you're in the moment when you do something that's not the norm like that, where you just make a reaction play to keep your composure and finish out the point?
Definitely, because you hear the reaction of everyone around you too, and I hear like people laughing. And I used to play soccer, so I was like, oh my god. But yeah,
see, multi-sport kids, you play multiple sports, you can put them to good use. And Lily, this was a big region win for you guys. It clinches at least a share of the region title now. You guys can clinch a region title outright with a win at Harbor Creek now on Thursday. How much does it mean for you guys in this team to reach that goal of winning a region championship?
Oh my gosh, so much. I'm so excited for this year. Like, I really believe that we can win D10 too. I'm just excited because this is my last year, and it would be great to just be a region champion and a district champion.
And you know what it feels like to win that district title. You guys know what it feels like to get to that championship game and come up a little bit short. What do you take away from those experiences the last couple of years and apply to this year and helping some of those younger players that you've got on the court understand what it takes to get there and win?
Oh, yeah. Well, based on the last couple of years, I think we definitely have learned a lot. You lose players, you gain players. Our almost entire varsity is juniors right now. Yeah. So definitely a lot of new players too, but I think everyone is adjusting really well. After losing, obviously our setter last year, I think Bryn has done a great job. She really stepped up. Yeah. I think we're doing amazing.
And speaking of doing amazing, one of the things, obviously you guys, you're wearing your pink jersey tonight. It was a pink out for you. How awesome was it to see your pink out recipient from a year ago come back and just not just sing the national anthem, but belt it out a stern rendition like that?
It was beautiful. She's been here, I think, every year that I have. And oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's the sweetest lady too. I really wish the best for her.
Well, we wish the best for you, Lily Newton, our Icy Ink player of the game. Congratulations on the win tonight. Good luck the rest of the way. We will definitely be seeing you here next week. I got a couple of big non-region games here at home next week, and we're looking forward to calling those matches as well. So, Lily, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on the win. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll be back with more of the Icy Ink post-game show on your daily local YDL Sports Network.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Welcome back into the Icy Ink post-game show. Again, the final here from Warren. The Dragons defeat visiting Meadville with a sweep, 25-21, 25-16, 25-23. And Tim, you're hiding over there.
Oh,
you're not used to being on camera. You're the
well, no, I mean, you can hear me, but you can't see me. But no, I was just standing at the corner of the science table here.
Yeah.
And, anyway, I was impressed with the Dragons and what Mike Dolan did. He didn't call timeout till near the end.
Yeah.
And they stayed together. They didn't flinch, and they pulled out a win. And I thought for a second that they were going to lose that last set.
Sure.
But they were able to hang in there and come through. And Lily had some big plays. Corey had some big plays.
It was a very tough decision
yeah.
on our player of the game choice tonight. I mean, there were
Sorensen did a nice job.
Lily did a great job. Sorensen did a great job. Corey did a great job.
Mhm.
Kabiska was there. Nozzle had a huge game again.
Yep.
Just really could have been anyone. And the same for Meadville. Had they been able to come back, Lutheran made some great plays. Revel made some great plays. Bliss with some diving digs and digs from her knees.
Yeah.
I mean, just the hustle and the effort. Again, you see how much it means to all of these players on the floor every single point to make sure that it's their team coming out on the right end.
I think the big difference tonight was the Dragons. I don't want to say dominated, but they definitely owned the net area for most of the night, especially if Meadville went up and tried to spike it, we were there to block it. And when we went up, we were able to get our spots picked out, and more often than not, we got the point for that. So I thought they did a very good job right around the net.
Well, and that's a lot of that's not been the case the last couple of years, with Meadville, especially with Parks and Schleicher at the net for the Bulldogs. And when you lose players of that caliber, say hi to our friend John Swanson down there at Warren Hat Company. And
Swanee, there he is.
Swanee's always at the athletic events here in Warren County. But when you lose players of that caliber, most high school teams especially are going to take a step back the next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said to Lily in the interview, they're probably a year, maybe two away from being back to that kind of level where they're competing for a district championship on a regular basis. And I think first year head coach for Meadville anyway, Justin Greco's done a great job with this Bulldogs teams. You see the fight that they have in them.
They didn't quit, that's for sure.
Yeah, pushed Warren here to the brink. And again, on the flip side, that's probably a good experience for the Dragons as they start looking ahead to the postseason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you get squeezed like that and they put pressure on you and they come and make a run, that's when you find out what kind of team you really are. And good teams find a way to fight through that, and they find a way to overcome. And the Dragons did exactly that tonight, because I thought, oh boy, Franklin's going to come back. They're going to win that last set. They did not. Dragons held on, and they made some good plays along the way to get that lead back. So,
well, seeing everybody here tonight it's our Icy Inc. post-game show, and Michelle from Icy Inc. was up in the balcony here tonight, so I had to give her a little wave. And thank you, Michelle, for all the great work that Icy Inc. does, and all those player of the game shirts that we give out. You see the pictures of.
Beautiful.
She designed that logo on them and put the shirts together, and phenomenal work. And can't thank Michelle enough for all the support that she gives us here at your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. And Tim, I'm going to be down at War Memorial Field on Thursday. Got some more soccer action coming at you. It's going to be Franklin and Warren on the girls' side this time. It is senior night for the Dragons, so tune in for that. And then we'll both be down in Oil City for the football game between the Dragons and the Oilers. And then we'll be up here twice next week.
That's right, Monday and Thursday, right?
Clarion comes to town on Monday, and then Cochranton on Thursday. A couple of big non-region games, and I think a real good barometer for where all of those teams are at as they head into the postseason.
Yeah, and I think it's nice that they schedule them on those dates, because that's going to prime them for playoff action, because they're both good teams.
With that, we're going to get out of here. That's, again, your final Warren with a sweep, 25-21, 25-16, 25-23 over Meadville. For Tim Giuliano, this is Brian Hagberg on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, saying thanks so much for watching, and good night from Warren.